Trump said the other day that we're going to let a lot of people come in because we need more people, especially with AI, and the farmers need more people. And yesterday, he did double down on this notion.
So you understand, I am not a radical at all. I'm just a common sense person that was successful in what I did because of the same thing. We are going to let people, and we want people to come into our country. A lot of people. We need them. We need them for jobs. We need them for everything. We want people to come in, but so you understand, I am not a radical at all.
Here's what we need Trump to do. He needs to leave his ivory tower from Mar-a-Lago, which is wonderful, and I understand nobody would want to leave that beachfront place, but he needs to go around and see with his own eyes all the useless, lazy, fat people running around, siphoning welfare, eating up all sorts of government programs and social programs, and we need to put them to work. We don't need to keep increasing the American underclass. There are plenty of people in America to fulfill these labor roles. And he also alluded to previously that we need more immigrants to deal with AI because of AI. I don't know if he means to work on AI or if he suggests that the development of AI is going to create more jobs on net, which I find hard to believe. But frankly, we don't need more tech immigrants either, and we certainly do not need more labor-centric immigrants. Trump did say that we need more labor immigrants, and we need a lot of immigrants, and that is clearly not true. Millions in America, over 7 or 8% of the population is foreign-born. That's insane. Many of these people speak either very broken English, and many people that live here speak broken English or no English at all. And the fact that Trump is saying we need more people just indicates how frankly, how lazy him and his campaign team have been. Because this is not even smart rhetoric. Saying that we need to let in a lot of people is not smart rhetoric. This is not going to help him out with anybody. Literally everybody. You know who's the group most against immigrants, at least vocally? Or actually, that's not the case, that they're most against immigrants. But vocally, you go down to these urban neighborhoods and black people are against the immigrants invading them. Hispanics, to some degree, are against immigrants invading. And then even in Canada, you'll see videos of even the Indians complaining about immigrants invading them. So not even the descendants of immigrants want more immigrants, and that really says something. Universally, across the board, every poll indicates that people want more immigration restrictionism. They want less immigration. No one, the American people have never voted on increasing immigration, nor have politicians ever campaigned on increasing immigration. They've literally just brought it upon us. So the mass migration that has occurred, that has just rapidly increased the American underclass, has arguably been the largest betrayal brought upon to the American people by our rulers. It's the largest betrayal to the American public, because many of these people are unintelligent, they lack skills, they lack social skills to live in American society, and they just siphon. And then when they get here, they want more and more and more of their people coming here. So this is kind of like this issue is like a cancer that keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's obviously overtaking the host, right? Which is real Native Americans. And by real Native Americans, that obviously means the colonizers, right? The people who colonized America. So, and this is horrendous rhetoric, particularly after some union thug has said vile, vile, vile things about white people. And this lady said that she wants less white people in the labor movement at the DNC. So this is the opposition here. They are vile animals. They would kill us. They would kill Trump. They would destroy us. They would do they view us as subhuman. And Trump even had the nerve to say Obama was a fine man, and then hours later, Obama viciously rips into him and attacks him like he's a dog or something. So this is kind of Trump's mental state right now. It sucks. Trump is not sharp. It's been horrendous. You would think that after the assassination attempt, Trump would be hardened to actually fight and be a warrior. Now they're running with this happy warrior nonsense. Trump has completely taken his foot off the gas, and it's disgusting to watch. Trump's I don't know, suggestion that he's gonna let in lots and lots of people is a complete betrayal of his supporters, and it's a complete betrayal of patriotic Americans, because this is something nobody wants. This issue, immigration restrictionism, is quite literally the most popular issue that Trump has, and he's blowing it on this. He's completely blowing it. And everyone on the Democratic Party is mobilizing against us. And this is the people that we have that are supposedly supporting our values. This is horrendous. And I think it's still important to vote for Trump, because voting, I don't think it's something that one should attach a tremendous amount of emotion to, right? It's effectively just a strategic chess move. And I guess if you don't live in a competitive state, it doesn't really matter all that much one way or another. But not voting for Trump doesn't really mean anything. So I will be voting for Trump because I still strongly prefer Trump. Ultimately, we don't know how he's going to carry this out. And a theory of mine is that a lot of his donors are big corporate donors, and they're really getting into his ear about this stuff. Or they're talking to his campaign staff, and the campaign staff is communicating to him that he needs to run with this kind of rhetoric. And it's insulting to his supporter base, the conservative constituency generally. And it's a betrayal. This would be a betrayal. Now, it would be a betrayal if he acts upon this supposed call to action. I mean, him just campaigning about it in itself is not a betrayal, right? So I don't want to get too far ahead of things and start just relentlessly attacking Trump for suggesting that he's going to let in a lot of people, and maybe the campaign staff is inept, and they're saying that supporting mass migration is actually going to help him win over a lot of independents, when that's really not the thing. And I don't think they have a good feel on what independents value in a candidate. Case in point, there was a referendum a couple years back in Oklahoma, right, that sought to ban recreational marijuana usage. And it overwhelmingly failed. Or it might have been the inverse, where they were voting to support recreational marijuana usage, which passed. Anyway, the pro-marijuana side overwhelmingly won. However, in the Oklahoma City and Tulsa suburbs, the referendum outperformed Trump. Meaning more people voted against marijuana than supported Donald Trump on a percentage basis. This indicates that a lot of these centrist voters are very protectionist of their community and their loved ones, right? And this is probably a lot of women that are fearful of outside predatory forces, like unintelligent and violent immigrants, like drugs. So these are the kind of independents that you have to win over, that you can win over. And these are, frankly, a lot of women as well. And I know Susie Wiles is against trying to win over women. Now, she's not technically against trying to win over women, but she doesn't want to prioritize winning over women as much as she does other men, which is kind of bad for society to kind of pin women against us and against, conservative values. But with that being said, this is an opportunity. Supporting immigration restrictionism is an opportunity to win over more women. Fighting against predatory and dangerous forces is something that you can use to your advantage as conservatives to win over more independent voters generally, right? These are popular issues that we need to capitalize on. And either Trump is being malicious here and he's going to follow through, which unfortunately I could see happening. He's going to follow through on this, and he's going to mass import hundreds of thousands or millions of immigrants legally. Of course, because legally, that's the greatest objection to mass migration, the paperwork related to it. But it's either that or the campaign is being incompetent and they don't understand what voters want to hear from the candidate. They don't understand what's popular, what issues aren't assets, and what issues are liabilities. Because this is an asset. Immigration restriction is an asset. And supporting lots and lots of immigration is a liability in this campaign. It's a liability. And either the campaign is being sloppy or Trump is being malicious. I'm not going to speak as to what's exactly the case, and we will see potentially in a Trump administration.